Alright, it looks like we are live. There we go. How's it going, VOD watchers? Hope you're doing well. By the time you're watching this, I might very well be on a plane to or coming from Minneapolis, because GDQ is right around the corner. It is in 2 days is when I'm leaving, and I will not be back for a whole week. It's crazy to think that this is real. Let me just let me make a little thingy here. What's up, Headhunter? Alright, here we go. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Doop-a-doo. Here we go. Copy. What's up, Boglish? And what's up, Brianna? Hope you have a good meeting. Thanks for stopping in to say hello. I appreciate it. What was it? Alright. There we go. What's up, Tash? How's it going? Off work for the next 10 days, spending today to get most of my stuff in my apartment cleaning done. Yeah, because you're going to have a company over. You're going to have people from across the globe over at your place. It's a kind of cool way to put it. I am also going to be spending the next 10 days doing crazy shit. And you'll probably be right there with me. I'm gonna come in on Saturday. Yeah, I'm flying in Saturday. So actually there's my bag right there. You can't really see it that well because it's I'm pretty white, so it's making everything dark. But yeah, I'm gonna start packing today, and then tomorrow I'm doing a bunch of like comm rehearsals and other stuff like that. There's no way I can get the any % tutorial done in time, but maybe it's for the better that I don't do it. But double stream? Oh, you mean like YouTube and Twitch? Yeah. Yeah, I think it should be streaming on YouTube, is it not? No, it is. I mean, I don't know how long I'll stream for. I kind of started stream pretty early today, but maybe I should just jump in and get started. It feels kind of weird doing that, though. I almost always practice beforehand. But I kind of wanted this to just be like a nice chill stream, I guess. Like nothing like too crazy or big or anything like that, but I don't know. I'm just going to be playing a lot of this category in the next week, I'm sure. So, but I guess we'll just jump right into it. I haven't played it all today. Oh, that was very poorly timed. And that was very annoyingly timed. That still counts my input to press new game. Good luck with practice. Yeah, thanks, man.
You smell that salty sea?
Practice slash, like, no resets. I guess that kind of considers practice, right? So I have here, basically after every single pause storage, I have created a save, and I will merely just load that save when the time comes. So like, a lot of them are in Mystery Machine, because that's just like the most convenient place, but like, this is if I fail Pier 3 pause storage, it'll just put me in Mystery Machine, I'll go right to Hedge. This is if I fail Helmet, it'll put me in Mystery Machine, I'll just go right to Shock. This one is for Super Smash, going into Hedge again. Which way that's going into Shipwreck. This is going into Manor, and this is going to Mastermind. So, and that's all I'm gonna do. So, as long as I don't fail all of them, I'm fine with that. So, but that is the workaround. That's what has been done traditionally in marathon runs and stuff like that before. So. What's up, Dan? How's it going? When are we flying in for your SGDQ? I'm leaving the 4th, so this Saturday. So tonight and tomorrow, I'm going to be packing and making sure that I can get everything that I want to on the plane, and making sure I can bring things back with me, because that can also be a problem. But yeah, I guess as the date is approaching, I'm getting more and more nervous. But I think once I get into the city and I get to my hotel room on Saturday night, I'll feel a lot better about everything. And I'm glad I have friends with me that have done the event before, so I can kind of just follow their lead when it comes to, like, okay, how do I sign in and do all this other junk and whatever. So, but yeah, you'd feel lost every single time. You know, I did ask a few days ago, I was like, yo, I gotta have my console close to me. Is that possible? Because I do this, like, thing where I unplug my controller. And they were like, oh yeah, you can put it up as close as you want. Yeah, Jax and Nastani are both getting there on Saturday. Nastani will be there earlier, but Jax and I will actually land at the same time. So. But, and if Jax lands at the same time and he waits up for me, that'd be fantastic, because they keep telling me, use the light rail to get to Minneapolis. But then other people, like family friends, say, nah, dude, get an Uber. And I'm like, I've never gotten an Uber in my entire life, and I never lived in a place where there's public transit like that. So I have no idea how both operates or works. So there we go. That's cool. But again, once I get to the hotel, I'll be feeling a lot better. So yeah. I think, I'm sure once I get settled in, it'll be pretty chill. Yeah, I've never traveled solo, first of all, and then the other thing is, like, I mean, anytime I've ever been, you know, my R trigger keeps getting stuck, and I wonder if it's because of the humidity. Because my house is pretty hot. But, yeah, what was I gonna say? That really sucks. Yeah, walk from the light rail to but you can't walk from the airport to the hotel. I mean, I guess you technically could, but it's like it's not like they're gonna have like a sidewalk or anything like that, you know. Yeah, so I mean, thank God first of all, thank God I'm not traveling to a different country. That would be a headache. And then, darn. And then thank God I'm not, like, it's also just not in a different language. It's the one where the event is at. I think it's called the Hilton or something. And that's the other concern I have, is that I don't even know if I'll have, like, a bed. Okay, I need to move this can out of the way. There we go. Like, I have no idea what I'll do for a sleeping arrangement, because, I'm sharing a room with Nastani and Jax, and then I was like, oh, yeah, I could take this, like, sleeping bag and little, foam thing with me. And then I realized how much space I have to pack, and carry all my stuff, and I'm like, that's not gonna cut it. Yeah, the airport's not even downtown. Yeah, so I have to go on a plane, and then I'll be on the... But honestly, like, the train ride's gonna be, what, like 20 minutes? Like, it's not even that bad. Honestly, my flight isn't even that bad. It's only 2 hours. Like, that is nothing. It's actually shocking how, wow. Got no A input from that. That sucks, Headhunter. Wow, I'm sorry to hear that, man. But yeah, I've never like, I mean, I've been to Chicago before, but it's only for like a day or two. Like, it's nothing major. Like, this is gonna be the first time Man, it's gonna be the first time for a lot of things for me, and I think that's what sort of scares me, is that there's so much new stuff going on at once. A lot of things are changing in life in general for me right now, but this sort of just adds on top of it, you know what I mean? So there's just a lot going on, and I have no idea what the pros and the cons will be, you know? I don't know if the outcomes will be good or bad or neutral or whatever, so. But that's nice you got an OG Xbox, by the way, TV. Sorry I didn't respond to that. We got a movie lover in here. But I did some rehearsal with Mortal yesterday, and I feel better about the performance and stuff. I really hope that the people who are in the audience help keep up the energy, because it's going to be a really annoying time in the morning, so I hope I can wake everybody up a little bit. That would be a very fitting way to end that Void War. Hello, wow. There we go. Oh, yeah, I mean, I know it's okay to be scared and stuff, but, like, I'm not really sure what that fear, like, is that fear really going to be benefiting me? Like, I don't know if that's a good thing. But I don't know, we'll see how everything goes. I have no idea what I'll even be doing that entire week, like, the only thing I know is that I'll be recording a podcast episode and doing my run. And that's pretty much it. I have no idea what else to do. So. Oh, I guess I also want to go to a retro game store at some point. I do not want to look at my bank account after, next week, dude. I'm already a very frugal person, and I'm gonna be looking at my bank account. I'm gonna be sad. It'll be worth it. Listen, this trip is gonna be worth it. I'm gonna be sad. Yeah, I haven't been on a plane either. So, but I don't know. I hope to meet a lot of new people. It's the first time I'm meeting people I know online. It's the first time I'm flying by myself, going to a city by myself, doing all sorts of other things. There's stuff happening IRL that is like going on as well. That kind of just comes with being older, but yeah. So, but we will see. I'm trying not to think like. I'm trying not to totally foresee the future, I guess. Like, I'm trying not to have, like, I feel like it's better to either expect anything to happen or expect nothing to happen, because it's kind of the same thing. Like, expect every terrible and great scenario, but also don't expect anything to happen because it's just, like, random. Oh my god. If you do exclamation point SGDQ, it should tell you the time and date of the run. And then, I'm not doing Hedgegate clip, because I would like to be on stage longer. And also, I just think that Skull 4 Void Warp is a way flashier trick. And Hedgegate clip, if a category of this game ever gets in, it'll probably, hopefully, be a category where you would, like, Hedgegate clips normalized by that point anyway, so. Like, kind of this run being the thing to showcase it will be, like, the final bookmark in an era of Frights speedrunning, so. But yeah, it's like Saturday morning cartoon block kind of vibe. That's what they're going for. I have a feeling, though, that the run will be later than, like, the time it's posted on the schedule right now. Because, like, there's probably going to be a bunch of delays and stuff in the road, so I'm sort of hoping my run will be at, like, 8 o'clock or something. 8 Central, rather. Like, Europeans, that's, like, a decent time, but, like, for the US, it's kind of like a... It's like an time, so... Yeah, I don't know why I went for that. Yeah, what's up? Well, for me, it's 2. But how's it going, Lens? Are you excited? Are you nervous? Yeah. I feel bad for Mortal, though, because he's gonna, like... He's gonna travel back a few hours in the past, kind of, and, like... I feel like he's gonna be so out of it, so... I'm nervous for the plane ride. I feel that, for sure. I'm nervous for the plane ride and just, like, getting to my hotel, so... That's what we were just talking about. I did this the wrong way. Well, I guess that works. Oh, you've never even been on one, wow. Honestly, once you get on the plane, it's, like, totally whatever. I feel like, for me, the nervous part is just, like, getting your seat and sitting down. And that's it. Like, once you're on the plane, you're there, you know? No internet? Bro needs to log off the grid. Not mad. You're mad that Mortal's not taking you with him? That's a bummer, dude. I guess that shows how much he cares for you as a friend. That's just pretty messed up. Yeah, I hope everything goes well. So... Your travel's a real treat for me. I know, I've been in a plane a few times, and I like every single time I've been in one. But I think the most annoying part about flying is actually not even the plane. It's just the system in which you get on the plane is stupid. Like the goddamn TSA checking the bags, even getting your flight, what kind of seat you have. There's all these rules that you have to follow. I don't do this. It's just, like, annoying. Yeah, that's a pretty darn long flight, so... I feel like the flight back might be worse, though, because, like... He's gonna, like, shoot into the future in terms of, like, time zones and stuff. Oh, I might be echoing, actually. Wait, no, it's probably you. I mean, it could be. I have like 1,000 fans going on in my room right now, so it might just sound really weird. Thanks for the 7 stream streak lens. I appreciate it. That's also a very nice bush. What set was it? Hello. I did that same thing in my PB. Am I going to New York City? Fuck no. Why would I go there? I feel like the only people that like New York City are the people that just grew up in it because they literally don't know anything else. Like, I really don't understand. I've never been there, granted, so maybe it's not as terrible as it seems, but like... No, it's in Minneapolis. That's in Minnesota. Bro doesn't even... Europeans always make fun of us for not knowing, like, countries and stuff, but bro doesn't even know our country, so who we talking about? A burn ban in Florida so fireworks aren't allowed? Nobody's gonna follow it. Florida man shoots off fireworks, yeah. One Piece, they have One Piece Lego? Wow. I didn't know that. I guess I'm not totally surprised, though. Lynn seems like you would not like beer, Linz. That's my guess, is that you don't like beer. You want to go to Broadway? I think that's fair. I'm not gonna be IRL streaming, but I might vlog a little bit. Based on what Linz says that she drinks in like calls that I've been in, it's totally not. Beer ain't the vibe, unfortunate. Unless we can get Linz to convert. Angry Orchard is a cider. It's not a beer. And I do like ciders though. I want to try local stuff, man. I gotta try the local breweries there. That's what you gotta do. You don't think you've had beer? Linz, I want to share a Yingling with you. Wait, do they have Yingling in Minnesota now? Or has it been in Minnesota? Because it just came to Michigan. There's so many breweries, I know. I'm not gonna try all of it, but I want to have a Yingling. If we can't have a Yingling, I'm gonna give you a Miller. That's like the best cheap light beer IMO. Yeah, like it won't be live streamed. It'll just be like it'll just be a video I'll make. But now listen, if you're gonna have a cheap beer, in all honesty, most of them just taste the same. And a Busch Light is like the second best, but the best is Miller. Miller Lite is the best light beer, and then it goes Busch Light, and then it goes like I feel like I'm missing one. Bud Light is like fine. I've never had a Natty Light. Natty Light just seems scary. I don't want to do that. Nah, dude. IPAs are real. Drink Busch Light. You know, I still have never had a Bapple. I have never had a Bapple. I know I would like a Bapple. I need to try a Bapple. I kind of hope that they don't do Bapple next year, though. They need to do it like once every other year or something. Make it feel special. I don't even know what a Foster is. It sounds like... You know what's sort of overrated to me is a Guinness. I don't really get the hype around Guinness very much. But then again, maybe in Ireland it's actually, like, way better. That sucks. Wow. Drink a dang... I don't really drink that much. Like, I feel like when I drink... If I drink alone, then I'm like, what am I doing? I need to have somebody else to drink with, you know? Oh, my dryer is done. My watch is going on. There we go.
Good job, Scooby.
Can't we just settle this over a pint? I've had the peach Busch Light is like okay. It has a weird aftertaste though, so I hope Busch Apple doesn't have that. I mean, yeah, I'm not judging anybody for where they drink and stuff, but just for me, I'm kind of like, man, I like drinking when it's with other people. No, the bartender would not be lost at all. I feel like bartending is really something that isn't different that much across, like, cultures. What the fuck is happening? Like, Jesus, man. Huh. Bush apple's where it's at. That's nice. I'm just not really a big fan of peach flavored things anyway, so. It depends on the accent. If it's a Cockney accent, then we just think you sound stupid. But, I mean, I don't know, if it's like a, it depends, really. Cool. I'm never gonna figure out 3-rope. I'll let other people get world records in categories. I'll just have Headhunter come on stage and do it for me. Yeah, thanks, man. We're gonna have to vet you, though. Alright, that's cool. No, 4-up does not count. Alright, see ya. Thanks for tuning in. Bummer. Like, listen, I feel like a voice where it's like, Emma Watson. What's this? The guy that plays Loki. Like, those are nice British accents. Those are nice to listen to. But, like, I don't know, we're talking about, like, well, at least our schools don't have bloody. Like, that's, like, whatever. That's funny. That's funny. But it's not, you know. And then Liverpool. Emma Watson. And then Liverpool accents are sort of like a mixture of the two. It's like they're trying not to sound like they're hillbilly British people, and then, but they're like, oh, hello there. Oh, people know us for our soccer team and the Beatles and stuff. Like, yeah. Sorry, sorry, the entire UK. I probably just offended you in some regard. Those damn redcoats, that's right. 250 years, baby. 250 years of FU British. Chucks tea into the harbor. I wonder how busy the airport will be on Saturday. Like, are that many people really traveling on the 4th? Like, usually it'd be before or after, right? Like, today would be a day where the airport is busy, or tomorrow. How was I that slow? Sorry, Brody. The little leap pad or whatever. I see. Automod is on a rampage? What? What's up, Calvin? How's it going, man? How you doing? I was just thinking about you the other day, but I don't remember why. It was probably something like Star Wars. That would be my guess. Oh wait, actually, have you ever done D&D before? Wow, that was cool. I'm honestly, one thing I'm nervous about is putting my Wii through like the X-ray machine thing. I'm sure it won't do anything, but like, I'm still not looking forward to that. And then the other thing is just like, man, you have a whole lot of electronic devices in here. Like, what are we doing? And then I'll just be like, bro, I don't know how to make a bomb. And then they'll be like, you said bomb! And then they'll tackle me. Wow, Automod actually is like, supports colonialism and like, terrible, like just the British. Like, what are we doing? Not a huge fan of... Okay. I was just curious. I've been watching a lot of like D&D stuff lately, mainly from like Legends of Adventurous, and I was like, man, it'd be cool. It'd be cool to do that one day. Oh wait, I do here. Sheesh, I'm super over-collected on snacks. How did that even happen? Oh. Yeah, thankfully my flight is at like noon or something, so I don't even have to like worry about like getting up early and getting there on time. It's like I'll be up. And in all honesty, I probably no, SGDQ is in Minneapolis, but I'm sure they would wish it was in the United Kingdom. Yeah. My flight home's gonna suck though. I feel like I'll just what am I doing? I feel like I'll just be waiting in the airport forever. This might be the worst run I've had back, I'm not gonna lie. Or like the worst run. I'm really hoping for my run to be like a 29 or 30 minute run. That's sort of my goal. I mean, I could totally do it faster, but to present the game, I would like for it to be a little bit longer. But it depends, you know, like, is RNG gonna cooperate? Is Redbeard gonna just make me lose a minute immediately? Like, what's gonna be the deal? I don't know.
Those buttons over there should take care of this guy. Try swinging for my legs, pal.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't go more... Like, Minnesota's basically as west as they get, except for, like, PAX West, I presume they do. I don't know why I did that. It's kind of dumb. I should have just skid. They're finally doing something in Europe. They're gonna have, like, a thing in Germany. Hello. I still don't know how to do that well. It's a classic maneuver right there. I don't really have an opinion. Like, I'm gonna be so... This is gonna sound toxic. I feel like 90, not 90, a lot of GDQ runs that I watch. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure that's actually more than fine, but yeah. I feel like there's a lot of GDQ runs are really boring. So many. So many are so boring, and I feel like most people would prefer, like, older ones just because speedrunning was more of a novel idea at the time. So that's why everybody's like, oh, new GDQ sucks. It's like, no, it's just that speedrunning is now something you're familiar with. It's always been, like... You can tell the difference between people that, like... My estimate is a 32, by the way, so... We still met estimate, but that's pretty bad. But, like... I don't know. The thing is... Here's the thing that I think sets GDQ back a little bit is... One, the fact that you do have such a tight schedule to follow. And the other thing is in all honesty, the fact that it's a donation, like the fact that it's a charity event. They play modern games at GDQ. Bro, what are we talking about? First of all, is this a modern game? This was made like 24 years ago. And then even then, it's like we have like Cosmic is doing Super Mario Bros. Warpless on like an old ass arcade machine. That is like the opposite of modern. Like maybe that's what gets the most attention because all those older games have already been a GDQ like a bajillion times, and any other older game is just like irrelevant. I am not a fan of. I didn't mean to come off so harshly, so I apologize for that. That is usually normally the take I would hear is not that they run modern games, it's that they run only like super top tier popular games. And for the last few years that hasn't been true, and that might honestly just be a detriment to the event, because if you go on to like Twitch Tracker, like the website, and you look up GDQ, Games Done Quick, every year pretty much their views have been lower and lower and lower. It's been a negative trend. So which is kind of like, I don't even know how well this will even do for our community, you know? Like, it's whatever, but... Like, I'm of the opinion that a majority of speedrunners are lifeless and boring people. But it's because they're doing stuff that's really hard, and so, like... They're doing stuff that's really difficult over a long period of time repetitively, so not only are they just feeling like a void after they already do a, like, after they get a PB or something, they're just like, they're not like, yes, I did it! They're like, oh, I finally did it. Like, thank God, I've been doing this forever. And a lot of speedrunners, like, School 4 Void Warp is something I don't even react to anymore, because I've seen it so many times. And I need to remember that when I'm showcasing this game, that's something that people haven't seen before. And so, like, for some people to be like, whoa, like, that's crazy, you know? There's been a lot of GDQ runs where it's like, I could do it so much better. Oh, nice. I didn't get hit there. Oh my God. Yeesh. Yeah, and honestly, again, it's like the newer events are like super they're like showing off all these more niche games and stuff like that. Because there's only so much you can do with those other games anyway. And I mean, that's also the thing, is I feel like everybody kind of does a GDQ run sort of the same. Like, it's so much expositing information and little details. Like, 99% of what people say at GDQ, you do not remember at all. you do not remember why something happens or how something happens or anything like that. Like, I could say stuff about this game, and, like, people are not going to remember what I say. Like, if they're not familiar with the game, what's going to attract them is not necessarily the order in which I do things. It's just, like, how everything visually looks or makes them feel. Like, if my run is bad by, like, my standard, in terms of, like, quality, like, the audience does not care. Like, as long as I have them feel a certain way about the game and get them excited about it, then that is the success. So, thank you for the good luck, Sam. Hope you're doing well. That's never happened before. A GDQ's a good phrase. Yeah, because it's actually, like, something new to them, and so then that intrigues the audience, because they're not used to, like, they're not really selling their game very well, because they're usually like, oh yeah, and then we do this cool thing, and let me explain, like, the coding and stuff behind it, but, like, I feel like a lot of people don't really care about all the extra jargon, and they're just more impressed about the thing. But if you don't have somebody to carry that energy through, then it sort of falls apart. Which is why it's nice to have, like, it can be nice to have somebody on your couch that has never even seen the speedrun before, because then they're sort of the vessel of chat, if that makes sense. Like, they can be sort of the reactor and be in their place a little bit. But yeah. But I mean, the thing is that it's like, I really like the Speedrun Explained video I did, or like that Bewilderbeast has done. I really like those videos so much more, because it actually, there's no kind of constraint for them in how they talk or what they do, and they can make whatever kind of humor and jokes that they want. Like, and there's nothing being like, all right, well, we have to make time for donations, so let's take a break here for donations. It's like, no, they could actually, like, carry through. And sometimes, like, that can really ruin the flow of your run if you have to do that. So yeah, I don't know. I'll try soon. But I hope, I mean, I don't know, I talk the talk, but now I'm actually going to try and walk the walk, so we'll see how even well I do, but I'm hoping my presentation and my performance at least feels a little bit different to what has been the norm. Which, honestly, I don't even think it's that much different. I feel like I'm actually playing it way safer than I should, but I also just don't know how the event works, so if by some godly chance I even get the opportunity to do something like GDQ again, then there we go. But yeah, and it is sort of like a wide, broad question of, like, you know, SGDQ is a good, like, visual marker of, you know, why is speedrunning on a decline lately? And I could talk about all that, but my opinion is very skewed mainly towards, like, this game and just what I see, but I'm not really somebody who's in the thick of it, like, in a top-tier game like Mario 64 or whatever, you know? But yeah, I'm excited and scared for GDQ, so I'm both. I guess I'm more nervous right now, though, but that's just because, like, this is still kind of in the thick of it. I don't know. You could go to SGDQ. You could go to GDQ back in, like, 2013 and get a career. You could legit just grow on Twitch from speedrunning. You can't do that anymore. I just think the landscape of speedrunning needs to change. I don't think people are more into playing casually. I think it's just the idea of speedrunning. The premise itself used to be the thing you would romanticize, but now that's gone, and you need to, like, to make speedrunning exciting again, you either have to... Why did I do that? like, here's the thing. Small Ant is a speedrunner. Linkus is a speedrunner. And you see them speedrun sometimes, but you know how they actually get more attention? Is they do, like, things where they do speedrun adjacent stuff. They do, like, challenge videos, they do randomizers, they do all that kind of stuff. Or there's the complete other end of the spectrum where it's all about you getting the world record, and that's it. Which I personally am bored of that. I do not really like that very much. And I think, honestly, a lot of the times, something like obsessing over world records is almost... I feel like it's almost always a net negative, except for the person who's actually, like, getting the record, if that makes sense. Like, I have nothing against Shift, but I'm gonna be honest, the BFBB community is not the BFBB community, it is the Shift community. And maybe that'll change now, that, like, I'm very curious to see what the status of that entire community will be. But, like, Shift did not grow the BFBB community. He grew the amount of people who play BFBB and then watch his stream. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. And I'm not saying that, like, oh, now everybody's gonna stop playing BFBB or whatever because Shift is retired. It's not even that at all. It's just, like, I wonder what is the landscape going to look like in the future? We'll never know. And I want that landscape to be good. I want that in that game, that community to succeed. I think it's a great speedrun and a great game. But, you know, that just happens sometimes, you know? Like, people are watching Abney because he's Abney. They're not watching him because he's a Mario 64 or a Mario Kart 64 runner. You know what I mean? So... my God. Hello. There we go. Yeah, and most people just watch the popular runner instead of the other runners of the game anyway. I mean, look at Star. Like, I feel like Star used to average, like, 20 viewers. And now he's averaging, like, 100 because he's the world record holder again. And Shift is also, like, promoting him as well, which is a pretty cool thing, but... yeah, he's been a GDQ, and he's like, a lot of... yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense to me, so... there's just... I think speedrunning... the basic premise of speedrunning that we see it right now, it shoots itself in the foot for growth. Like, to the public eye... it would seem like a waste of time to start speedrunning. Because to them, like, all they're seeing is like, oh man, people doing super difficult stuff and getting world records. And I can't do that. And putting countless amount of times into things. And also the idea of speedrunning is a weird kind of competition that has, albeit always existed, but not to such prominence or not such focus. Like, you look at a leaderboard, you are competing against every person that has ever ran the game and has at least decided to submit their run to that leaderboard. Ever. It's not like an actual sport where, like, you know, we're never gonna see LeBron James and Michael Jordan versing each other. That's just never gonna happen. I mean, I guess it could technically happen, but that if they ever did do a one-on-one like that, it would never be the same because it's not like them at their peak or anything like that. Like, all you can do is theorize what-ifs, right? But the thing about speedrunning is that because of how the competition is set up and designed, there really isn't that at all. Like, it depends on the game, right? But, like, isn't it weird that if you start running the game, you're not only competing against the runners who still are playing the game today, but you're also competing technically against people who ran the game like 10 years ago, or more than like 5 or whatever. Like, it's interesting, you know. And I feel like sometimes that shoots itself in the foot, which is why something like Bubsia's website, where there's like a weekly leaderboard, a monthly leaderboard, or something like that, is a little more interesting, because that sort of shows you the more active competition and stuff like that. And then also just places like a lot of like the thing about speedrunning at such a high level is that it becomes like a part of your, well, I guess it can kind of become a part of your identity, but you start placing your, it's very easy to start placing your value in the time that you have, and throughout the entire process, it can become a miserable thing. So, you know, I don't know. It's a really loaded, complicated question that I don't think I have the full, complete answer to, and nobody does. But it's just, it's interesting, you know? I'm not sure. Only time can really tell. Like right now, it seems like speedrunning is dying. Oh, that's the other thing too. This is the last thing I'll say about it. Streams like this, over time for me, like I can see it on YouTube, they do worse and worse and worse every time, because this is not an entertaining stream, like, when you think about it. Watching somebody try and get the run is very boring in an outside perspective. All you do is see them fail, or mess up something, or choke at the end. Like, you just see that over and over and over again. And the better time they have, the more they're gonna do it, because the harder it is to achieve that time. Like, I'll read that in a sec. I just noticed that too. Or I didn't get the full context of the paragraph, but I can't read paragraphs when I'm streaming, I apologize. I mean, I know it's like weird for me to say it, but like, speedrunning is actually really not that tricky to get into. Like, sure, every game is like different. Like, some games are more challenging than others, but if you've ever watched the beginning route, like, a good beginning route is usually going to be designed for you to be able to learn it. And then you can, like, grow from there. So. Woke up in a new Buddha. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so watching speedrunning attempts is super unpopular and boring, and nobody really likes to do that unless you're the world record holder, because you might get the world record. But even then, when you post your PB to the leaderboard or to YouTube or whatever, more people are going to watch that because they're finally going to get the result that they want. And most of the time, when you submit a speedrun to YouTube, basically when you post something on YouTube, there's this graph. And there's like this graph where basically it starts at the top, it starts at like 100%, and then it exponentially decreases over time, usually. Ideally, it doesn't really happen that much or at all. Like, I'm sure a Mr. Beast graph would just look crazy. But like, you'll start at like 100%, and then as the video goes on, it'll be like, oh, like 30% of the people are actually still watching. For a speedrun, it's like 100% of the people are watching, and then nobody's watching the middle of it, and then everybody watches the end. Because that's what they want to see. They want to see the pop-off. They want to see, like, what the reaction is to the time. So. And YouTube looks at that, and they're like, this is not a good video to promote, because the more that they watch a video, the better. But if they're only watching like 2 parts of the video and then accumulates to like a minute of watch time, they're not going to promote that at all. So. Yeah, and there is like if there's some ball knowers, like maybe there'll be a spike. Like for this, there might be a spike in like the actual boss fights. There might be something in like the like Skull 4 Void Warp or whatever. So I don't know, maybe videos where they like explain the speedrun and all that stuff a little bit more help. But I don't know.
Ready! See if you can get me down.
Yeah, we'll see what's up. Alright. I feel like I've gotten worse at 3-rope every day. I mean, that's true. Yeah. See, if that happens to GDQ, I'll take that. That'd be dope. Long runs, especially long runs, are mostly exciting because of the things surrounding the actual content of the run. Yeah. I mean, also sometimes, like, man, I feel like I need to read YouTube chat. I don't know what's going on over there. But, like... Oh, what was I gonna say? So, I mean, also there's just some speedruns that are kind of just more interesting, and it sort of just comes down to luck, I guess. Like, I mean, I feel like a lot of people don't like speedruns where they're like, I mean, it depends on your perspective of it, I guess. Like, some people find it very boring. Like, some people find Credits Warp very boring. Some people find 0 star very boring because you're cutting out. Like, there's sort of this weird yin and yang to finding optimizations in a game. Oh, wait, I'm here. I thought I was in the next level. But yeah, there's sort of like a yin and yang to it. It's like... I mean, take old Fishy Skip, for example. When Fishy Skip first started being a thing in this game... I mean, technically the mindset should be for a speedrun, like, alright, nice, we found some time save, we can beat the game faster now. But in reality, the reaction was not, oh boy, I can beat the game faster now. It's, dear God, this doesn't look fun. And so, that's like a weird thing with optimization where it can totally just kill a game. Or it could save a game. Or, like, something with, wow, I did a frame perfect. Or something with, like, I think a thing about BFEB is that that game is very lucky that it has something like cruise boosting. And it's something you can do in any level of the game so long as you have the items you need to actually do the, Oh, nice, Dabs. Let's go. And thank you, Orbit, for the 2 bits. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. That was very kind of you. But yeah, that's awesome, dude. CE is not an easy trick. Nice. Wow, I'm surprised I made that. Man, this is so much better than my previous run. I'm doing this comparison where it's like, it compares the previous run I just did, so, oop. Wow, what is going on? Man, I got completely distracted from what I was gonna say now. If you want, Debs, after this run I can try and show you like how to do that one wall clip if you're interested. That might be easier for you. Yeah, this RNG's been really good. Too bad my movement's been kind of bleh. I haven't been paying attention. I don't even know what else went wrong in this run. You worry about hedge gate clip becoming consistent enough to not be a category split? Wait, why you worry about the boards being merged? I do. I feel like there's a lot of new runners lately that are coming up, and I'm curious how many will take it to like another level and stuff like that. My hope is that either somebody who hasn't showed up yet or the people who are already here, if they want to and they think it's fun, take it to that next level and be like a new top, like tippity top runner kind of thing, you know? I mean, ideally you wouldn't even start with hedge gate clip. And hedge gate clip is a way easier trick to do than creepy early. It's just more difficult to get consistent. Like, I think any new thing in speedruns, usually people have like a negative connotation to it because like when you've been practicing something, throwing something new into the equation usually sucks. Because you're like, oh great, now I have to learn something new. Like I've just become comfortable with all this other stuff, you know? So I think over time, once it becomes more consistent, then you'll ideally know how to teach it to people. You know what I mean? So.
Help, Scooby! This shark has a bigger appetite than mine!
Sounds good, Bush.
Those buttons over there should take care of this guy. Try
Yeah, hedge gate clip is I don't really know a good way for me to teach it yet, but I feel like I understand what I need to do. For me, the hardest part is actually just getting the pause input correctly. Yeah, like, hedge gate clip right now is probably deterring current runners because they're used to not doing it. It also doesn't help that hedge gate clip, probably throughout the entire time that they have been a part of the community, has always been seen in a negative connotation. Because a lot of people don't like the charging method. And so, that is really, unless they have done the trick themselves to an extent amount of time, that is really all the information they have going for them. So, the thing about the only way that hedge gate clip is allowed currently, you are required to have the double jump in order to do the trick. And the benefit of doing hedge key early is that you won't have the double jump at all, right? Oh, it's right here. That sucks. Oh, that's cool. What the fuck is happening, bro? A weird ending. There we go. Alright, let me read all this. Yeah, I see that with the fun speedruns thing. I've seen things like that before. I've seen that in Breath of the Wild. Like, that's where meme categories can be very great, having fun stuff. I mean, there's definitely been some things. I don't even know the full extent of anything, but there's been some things where GDQ pulled the trigger too soon. Every organization does that, though. I mean, I don't get how this makes GDQ worse, though. Like, I'm really understanding what your argument is. But, alright, see ya. Oh, welcome back, Brianna. Yeah, I don't really know what bro was arguing there, admittedly, but... yeah. It's not... I feel like anybody who speedruns and is trans is not like... Alright, so I just did GGS, but anyway, did I mention that I'm trans? Like, they don't do that. Like, I don't know. I don't even think it's really... I mean, in a mainline GDQ event that... I mean, sure, they want to express who they are. I mean, that's the nice thing about speedrunning, is that they found something that they can be, like, expressing who you are, but... like, I don't know. That's such a weird take. I feel like if you're going to make that argument, there's way better arguments you could make, but even then, I don't really agree with that. But maybe I don't understand your full opinion. I don't know. Language is a thing that is meant to change anyway, so does it really matter? To me, no. It's unfortunate how simple of a premise coexistence is, and yet we continue to fail to do it. Yeah, the trick was not hardware dependent. The trick is... well, I guess it is hardware dependent. Here's the thing, though, is that, like, I don't remember if PS2 can do it. Anybody who plays this game on original Xbox is, like, a huge... They're like, the minority, because that version of the game is so rare compared to the other ones. Like, it only released in the US. And it came out... They basically scrambled to make that version. So, if anything, if you wanted to run something like cheat percent, that would be the more hardware restrictive thing, I guess. But, and honestly, so here's the thing about the damaging the disc thing, is that, yeah, you're gonna have to test it. I don't even know how you would test it. Nobody, as far as I know, except me, is planning on testing anything. I won't damage my disc, though. BFEB is really, as far as I know, BFEB is the only game where damaging your disc actually does anything. Movie game doesn't work that way at all. And honestly, it seems like every heavy iron game that has lag clipping in it, they work in completely different ways, or they work at least a little bit differently. So, like, I don't know. It's sort of a weird thing, but... yeah. Emulator's pretty darn accurate. The loads are slower, though. And honestly, the only thing that emulator isn't accurate with is just Hedgegate Clip itself. But it's really just the charging method. You can just do it more easily on emulator. But the thing is, if you were going to play this game at a top level, you would actually move to console anyway, because at a top level, you're not going for consistency, you're going for time save. So... Yeah. I mean, currently there's no other place where you really lag in the game. I mean, I guess there's technically lag in, like, Skull 4, but that's only effective in Hundo. The last run was much better. I got a 2814. I'm doing, like, a comparison tash where I'm, like, running against my latest run as opposed to, like, my PB or something. But... yeah. Oh, you're talking about scratching the disc and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's also weird because mashing lag... like, no lag clip is created equal in this game ever, so that makes it kind of harder to test. Like, the Clamor 1 lag clip is, like, significantly easier than Hedge Gate clip or Gust Gate. Like... yeah. I think this is, Dabs, are you still here? I can show you some... I can show you, like, a few creepy early things if you want. If you're still here, though. Or if anybody else wants to look at Hedgegate Clip stuff. I think... here's the thing, is I don't think it's... I understand people getting nervous about something new getting found in a speed game, but... in all honesty... despite the fact that yeah, he put in... yeah, I feel really bad for Rav. I feel so bad for Rav. I'm sure that just felt like a pie getting thrown in his face. So, yeah. But, what was I gonna say? As somebody who's experienced an incredibly weird optimization, like, Rav was basically trying... Rav this entire time, he was trying to find a way to not do lag clipping and get out of bounds and hedge to reach that load trigger. Because the entire time he was hunting for that glitch, he was told not to do anything with lag clipping. And then what ended up being voted on and being allowed and considered was a lag clip, so... if I were in his position, I would feel kind of cheated a little bit. Like, I would feel a little betrayed, where it's like, really? You told me not to do this thing, and then we're gonna do it anyway. Like, okay. So I feel bad for him. But what was I gonna say? As somebody who has been in a situation where there's this incredibly weird trick that gets implemented, you cannot tell the future with anything at all. At all. Like, I would have never expected... I was literally starting to try the exact same thing we do now. Yeah, and you know, I think you should always just pursue knowledge. Whether, even if it's like something not allowed, it's like, why not just have the knowledge in case something comes up? So... sorry, Hively. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, he spent a lot of time in Hedge. Like, pretty crazy. But, yeah, I mean, creepy early, you gotta remember that, like, it was on Xbox only. I would have never thought, one, that creepy early would even be done on GameCube. Two, that anybody would even really do it in a, like, that GDQ with GameCube like this would even happen. So, it's wild. I would have never thought that, first of all, GameCube creepy early would be found, and when it was found, there wasn't really that much excitement about it. And now a ton of people are running it. Like, I remember when there used to be like 3 or 4 people on the entire creepy early leaderboards. Now, like, there's like 20 people that have ran that category. That's insane. And it's really cool. Old and new runners alike are doing it. So you can't predict the future. You can't do it. The same thing with Fishy Skip. Fishy Skip is actually a hurricane in terms of that story. I want to make a video about that, but I feel like at that point, I might as well just make like a history of this game video. But, so you find pause storage, then you do a ghast route, Then there's this huge competition for world record, which I'm arguably a part of, but it was really between like Mortal and Nastani. Nastani was getting really close. Then Mortal finds Old Fishy Skip, which is the hardest trick I have ever done in this game. You climb on a bunch of invisible walls and get to a loading trigger, and it saves like 2 minutes just flat out. That kills everything. Like, there were only a few people still left running the game at that time, but anybody, like, any percent was dead. Steve Jobs is dead. Walt Disney is dead. But anyway, so then everybody's like, oh man, any percent sucks now. And everybody had their own little ruminations and theories about the future of the game. Then we found it on PAL. Literally, Mortal and I were the only people to ever do a run of it. I never got a world record with the trick, but we were the only people to ever do it. And I was doing it because I actually wanted to like figure it out and teach it to revive any percent. And then during that time was the discovery of how void warping worked. Like, we figured out that if you died in a level on the GameCube and Xbox versions, that changes what water does. So there's people who spent hours just dying in Pier 2 over and over and over again, but they were wasting their time and they didn't even know it, because you had to completely reload the game. And the way that that was sort of discovered was Sam was able to get a void warp. Not any Sam of today, it was like the old British Sam. They were able to get a void warp, and they were playing on emulator. And so all they had to do was reload the save state, and the level was still a fresh load. They didn't die in the level yet. So then, when we figured out how water worked and that void warp was consistent on PAL, we were like, oh my god, now the future of the game with no creepy early, which is the more accessible version of the game, it's all on PAL now. And PAL acts differently. GGS is different. There's a bunch of... It looks worse. It feels weirder to me. So then everybody was like, oh my god, PAL, PAL, PAL. And then, like, a few months later, on my birthday, I find well, actually, before that, Nastani, Mortal finds the NTSC way to do it, which is, like, super frame perfect and difficult. More difficult than Hedge Gate Clip, mind you, in my opinion. Then Nastani gets a record with it. Then everybody's like, oh my god, this is actually terrible. Top runs, at least they're on NTSC again, and at least we could do the void warp, but it's so inconsistent, it's terrible. Like, this is gonna kill any percent again. Just when we got this, like, at least consistent thing on PAL, any percent's dead again. And then on my birthday, I found by circumstance, like, I was not looking for it actively, I stumbled upon it, the Pier 2 Void Warp that we all do today, where you wait for the crab to go to the barrel and then you're done. And so every pinpoint in that journey, nobody could have ever predicted the future. It's even lucky that it even like the theoretical possibilities of all of those things happening has to be so incredibly small. Like, it is actually a gift that it even ended up the way that it did right now, where it was actually a very consistent, easy thing to do on the most popular and most accessible version of the game, which is this version. Now, obviously, it's not perfect because PS2L, like, their water works consistently, so it doesn't matter if you die in a level or not. But, like, still. So I think like, from my perspective, you can't predict the future. You could do, like, and I personally think, for myself, I find it not a waste of time, but, like, time could be spent doing other things other than wondering and theorizing what the future of this game is going to be like with Hedge Gate Clip, because nobody's probably ever going to predict it, ever. Like, maybe somebody will find an even easier way to do it. Or somebody will find, like, that PS2 can do it stupidly easily, and then we have like a crazier problem. Like there's so much that could happen that it's like, what's even the point of like, the only purpose of thinking about it so deeply is if you want to find something new, and that's it. But if you're trying to like just think about like what the future of the game is going to be, you have no idea. And so I just don't find it beneficial to really think that way. Because I've seen it with Fishy Skip, and I've seen it with Creepy Early, but to a much less extent. And everything kind of just works out in the end. But I think also the other thing that I would like to improve with the future of this community is, like, any percent was the main focus. And granted, you would do Fishy Skip in, like, other categories and stuff like that, but, like, it's a shame that the people who are running any percent didn't go to something like Hundo. Because Hundo, you never did Fishy Skip in. It wouldn't, you have to go through Fishy anyway, right? And going backwards through it, and just with that trick, is slow. But nobody did, because any percent was the focus. I would like if there was a more malleability to speedrunning, where it's like, oh, you know what, I'll just move to like this category instead, or something. And you also have to accept the fact that it's like, not everybody's gonna stick around forever anyway, right? Like, some people are just gonna move on. Like, that's sometimes just how optimization works. Optimization is a double-edged sword. It's yin and yang. It's a positive and a negative. At least big ones. Sometimes there's small ones where it's like, oh, great, you know, Creepy Early, we found this new optimization, and it's so much easier, and it's faster. But then there's other ones where it's like, oh, this optimization is faster, but boy, is it more annoying and hard. So... And I would just like to make a video on that entire concept, because I don't think anybody has with speedrunning. But I don't think my YouTube really likes watching speedrun stuff. So, I don't know if I'll ever do that. But, yeah, 2021 is a very wild time. I think Coolsville sucks. Like, Hedgegate Clip is easy to do, it's just hard to learn how to do it consistently. Creepy Early is hard to learn, but once you learn it, it's easier to do it consistently. So, there's like this weird parallel between like consistency and actually being able to do it. So, because you have to think about it in that way. And also, at least the thing about Hedgegate Clip is that in something like any percent, which is the most popular category, well, I would like for this to be my job, so I feel like I need to care a little bit about that, but, I mean, Creepy Early was a huge time save. Like, that saved multiple minutes. And, I mean, 1 minute is not something to sneeze at for a category as short as any percent. And, I mean, it saves even more time in other categories. But I feel like it's kind of comparable to GGS and no GGS, where it's like, that is a big trick, but it's like kind of the perfect size of time save where you could actually, you could still get a pretty darn good time without even doing the trick at all. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you're cataclysmically behind if you don't do Hedgegate Clip. Like, you could still do a lot. Which, that's kind of nice. The thing, Creepy Early, it's like, that needed a category split when it was Xbox only, because, like, everybody would have been chilling with 24s, and then other people would have been chilling with 16s. Like, it skipped a lot. So, but I don't know, this is all just, like, my opinion, yo. And take it what you will. Don't trust what I say. Don't trust what anybody... Like, if I say, like, oh, you shouldn't try that, then, like, call me stupid because you should just try whatever you want. I did it wrong, but whatever. So. But I don't know. Charge into every corner. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Mortal has at this point. Or other people. Hedge 1 is like... I mean, if you look at this level in Industrial Park, it just seems like a very... It's like a level that they really, like, nitpicked and focused on for whatever reason. Like, there's so many sound effects that you, like... They don't do, like, a bunch of sound effects stuff in this game like they do here. Like, when I was on those floating platforms, there's, like, a little, synth whistly, theremin thing that plays. Like, they don't really do sound effects stuff like that in later levels. Like, they put a lot more attention and detail. Like this. That like, that's really only in these hedge levels, and so... I mean, granted, I guess you can get out of bounds in this one, too, but... Yeah, so it had a lot... Like, Hedge 1 probably had a lot more time dedicated to it, and, like, play testing and things like that, which is probably... I think that's why it's a harder level to crack in terms of, like, finding it out of bounds and doing something without a lag clip, so... Because... I'm pretty sure lag clips are, like, totally out of the, I think the only devs that really thought about lag clipping in this game particularly was the Xbox devs. Because when you talk to Shaggy doing like rubber band skip in Shock 2, Shaggy can just straight up clip through the floor if you mash the text fast enough. Like, that's literally lagging the game. And they changed the pause menu entirely on Xbox, and that's sort of what makes like pause storage and lag clipping not even possible. But you can lag clip on Xbox if you use a warp gate. Like, if you keep mashing exit warp gate and enter warp gate, then you can actually do some lag clipping. But any lag clipping that's been discovered with that method has been, like, not very important or anything. Like, you can do it in lab, but... yeah, so... it's a strange thing. That's not good. I just realized I didn't... I was like, wait, why did that feel weird? Oh, I didn't skid. That's what I didn't do. But yeah, sorry for making this discussion about, like, speedrunning strats and stuff like that. Oh, and sorry I didn't answer... I just looked over at the YouTube chat again. I have... technically speedran BFEB, but I never posted a run of it. I was gonna post when I got a sub 1, and I think my PB is actually like a 101 something. I think I still have the splits on my old computer, but yeah. But otherwise, I own all the Heavy Iron games that are made with Evil Engine, but I just haven't played Incredibles or Rise of the Underminer. I played Movie when I was younger, but I didn't really like it that much as a kid. I think Goofy Gooberland kind of just like... I don't like Goofy Gooberland. I find it annoying. Also, just the enemies in that game look gross, so as a kid I was like, ew. But I like Movie, so... like, the speedrun's really, really cool. They keep finding stuff in that game. I'll probably be streaming... I'm probably just gonna stream for 4 hours. Oh, I split hella early. Oops. Yeah, this game really spoils you with the coyote frames. It's what makes, like, it's sort of like a bane and it's like a curse in a way, because if I go to other speed games, or if I just go to other games in general, rather, other platformers, I'm so used to having that flexibility of when you jump off of a ledge. Like, when I play, like, Mario for, like, the NES, I hate it, because I'm like, dude, oh my god, I was just barely too late, but it's because I walked off the ledge. The amount of coyote frames in that game is, like, 0. So. Yeah, this is 30 FPS, but I guess that would ideally make it less, right? Whoa. Oh, my R trigger got stuck again. I hope that is just because of the humidity. Alright, thanks for the good luck, Bush. Yeah, I didn't get great sleep either. I went to bed at like 2. At least I had the smarts to sleep in, though. But I still think I'm a little, like, I'm still catching up, if that makes sense, so. Yeah, I'll just go around. I don't know how I like running against, like, latest run or not. Yeah! I still need to make a mod where Nastani does all the sound effects for this game. There is surprisingly a lot, though. So it would take a long time. That was a really good lighthouse. If I got the first frame perfect, that would have been, like, probably gold. I guess running on latest run kind of just... It's nice to see, like, how you've been doing for the day or whatever. Or it kind of just sets, like, a new benchmark so you focus a little more on the process rather than the goal. I feel like it has, like, a... I feel like if you consistently keep doing bad, though, then you're kind of like, oh, man. Like, I'm worse than my run again. So maybe, like, a balanced thing might actually be better for that kind of idea. I don't know. Oh, well. I wonder if it's because I do, like, that weird turning thing when I jump on the platform. Like I jumped too early or something. Whoa. Alright. But at least I'm making an estimate, which honestly, my estimate's pretty flexible, so. I'm thankfully not really concerned about, like, how well I played during the run. The only thing I'm really concerned about is just, like, how well I show off the game. Oh, dude, I just hope that I don't know what my sleep schedule is gonna be. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. I just want to make sure I have the energy. I probably will, though. I'm sure my adrenaline will be pumping before the run, so. Yeah. You might, I mean, it is on a Saturday, so maybe you'll just stay up. I don't know. Well, for you, it'd be Friday. Well, no, it's still Saturday. But you'd be staying up, like, Friday night. If you were to watch it. Yeah, tell me this game isn't a top-tier game without telling me this isn't a top-tier game. But it is Saturday morning cartoons, so I get it. I'm just happy to be in it. Oh, I forgot my clothes are in the dryer. I'll probably run the dryer again, though. It's probably so muggy. And I had a lot of laundry, so... Hopefully I remember to do that. I'll play a little Odyssey. You're welcome. I didn't even mean to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna be packing tonight, so... I'm shocked that's a gold. Oh, wait, I know why that is a gold, though. But it's, like, fake. I'm, like, marathon prepping. Wait, but it still shouldn't even matter. I'm confused. I was so confused that I messed this up. I don't know. That must have just been a legitimate gold, then. Huh. I thought that I skipped snacks because I went to Twitter Boat right away, but I think I actually did get a gold. Like, I think I just played well in Misbehaving too. It had to have been by, like, milliseconds. It probably wasn't, like, actually that crazy. That sucks. Whole adulting thing. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know. Like, doing the laundry isn't... The only thing I don't like about doing the laundry is just folding it. But, like, otherwise, just throw it in the wash, throw it in the dryer. Just set a timer so you don't forget. I feel like all of the adulting chores, that's, like, the least worrisome. I guess, like, going to a laundromat's kind of annoying, though, because then you're like, alright, well, now I gotta get my quarters out, and then I gotta wait there. That's how I started watching Dragon Ball, was that, I had to go to the laundromat to dry my clothes because my dryer was broken in college. And I started watching Dragon Ball. And in Dragon Ball, the first few episodes, you just see Goku naked so many times. It was bad. I was like, oh, why? I didn't know. Yeah, Goku in the first episodes of Dragon Ball is, like, naked or whatever. It's because it's from, like, the 80s. Yeah, he, like, skinny dips and he fishes with his tail and stuff. You surprisingly see that guy naked more times than, like, yourself, honestly. Well, I guess I could just technically do this and continue for the sake of comparison. Sure. I mean, that was actually a good green ghost, but... So that's exactly, if that happened to GDQ, that's exactly what I would do. Except I probably wouldn't lollygag as much when I load the save, but... Oh, wow, I made it. Oh, but I didn't make that. Oh, well. Yeah, if anybody ever watches Dragon Ball and they start with OG Dragon Ball, get ready to see good old Goku's little wiener. It's really annoying. It's like, it's funny, I guess, but it's like annoying. It's like, why, bro? Things that did not age well. I mean, maybe like there's some, like, for whatever reason, like what I watched it on, they never did anything like that, but maybe they do now. Maybe there's some versions where they do that. That's like, there's like a scene with Bulma and Master Roshi where they like had a censored thing. That was weirder. That was weirder. What's up, Trademarks? How's it going? That's a cute emote. Is that your emote or is that somebody else's? Like somebody you watch? Yeah, that was a good green ghost if I didn't fail pause storage. Let's see what 3-rope has for me. Someone else's? Okay. Nothing. This prospector was not here with us today. Funimation did? Okay, yeah. Bummer. I'm gonna be plus 40 now. Yippee! Ugh. Would it be faster if you failed 3-rope and got a 1-rope? Technically, yeah, it probably would. If I got Fred Clip right away, at least. Like, you'd have to do Fred Clip quickly again, and then also get the 3-rope afterwards. If you got a 2-rope, I guess it would technically be even if you were getting Fred Clip right away. The idea of me doing Fred Clip again is probably what has deterred me from doing that. I've never thought about that, but... That would if you want to risk it for the biscuit and Gambit, why not? Also, I'm only plus 10. That is oh, that's surprising to me. Oh, because it's comparing against my most recent run, and I got a 2-rope, so... That makes sense, never mind. My aim T-word is not good. I do not like it. I mean, I got the minute barrier, so that's cool, but like... Otherwise, there is a lot of time saving that run. I want to go back to that category and optimize that route of it this year. That's one of my big goals. So... And maybe I'll do, I'll probably just try and get a better time without Hedgegate Clip, and then with Hedgegate Clip, because I think Hedgegate Clip will actually make that category even more interesting, because then you can just beeline to even more things. I also think that makes snacks much more valuable. Like, I still think you'll over-collect, but you won't over-collect as much as you did, or as you could, rather. But I'm not sure. I never ran I never ran AMT when hedge clip was allowed previously, so. Whoa, man, I got the super punishing. Just got carpeted there. I did walk off like quite a bit. I was in a rush. Yeah, my R trigger keeps getting stuck. I didn't get my distance. There we go. Cool. I just noticed my chat got cut off now. In my overlay. That's funny. Alright, let's see what he's gonna go all the way to the left now. I said right, actually, that's what I meant to say. Yo, what's up, Cole? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. That is still, like, technically perfect. Have I really never gotten a perfect Black Knight? That's crazy. Did I split late or something? I guess it wasn't that big of a goal, but... Ugh. You know what? I'll just do this. I did it too fast. Wow. I keep over-collecting. I don't even know how I keep doing that. I'm surprised I'm even over-collecting. I guess my snack route isn't as good as I thought. You're just chilling? Yeah, it's stupidly hot. I think this is gonna stay until next week as well. Unfortunately.
Help, Scooby! This shark has a bigger appetite than mine!
Ugh. Sorry, I'm not talking much.
Those buttons
I need
over
to
there
drink
should
some
take
water,
care of
though.
this guy. Try swinging for my legs, pal. Hold on, Raggy!
Oh, I'm not speedrunning. I lost time.
Ready!
You know, I gotta say though, this stream has been very distracting for me, and I'm glad. I feel like I'm just chilling and playing the game. I'm not like thinking about what I need to do. Well, maybe that's not a good thing. Maybe I should be distracted, but... Yeah.
Is that done? Hey, look. Is that
My estimate, again, is a 32. 32 minutes. I did 28. So we are cooking. We're doing good. But anyway, I gotta go take... Hey, look, is that Boogity? Mastermind if he was a YouTube poop. Or can I do it like this or something? No. Here, I'll let you listen to the wise words of Don Knotts if he even talks here. I don't know if he does. I wish it wasn't stupidly hot either. I really wish it wasn't. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'll do this. I know he talks here. Yeah, maybe. Maybe you're right, Brianna. You're right. You smell like a wet dog.
What do you want from me?
Alright.
I'm a groundskeeper.
I'm gonna go. I gotta switch out my laundry and stuff real quick, so I'll be ready. Enjoy the white noise of my room.
Like you. You smell like a wet dog. You call that jumping? In my day, we had to jump over monsters twice as tall as that. In the snow. It's like my pappy always told me. You plant crabgrass, you get crabs. Try jumping on those pesky critters. That should take care of them. It's like my pappy always told me. You plant crabgrass, you get crabs. Try jumping on those pesky critters. That should take care of them. Get a move on. So there's a monster in the way. So what? What are you, dog or chicken? Another 60 years and then I can retire. Maybe I'll take up gardening. Oh, nuts. Ghosts don't help me at all. Find me some zombies. They make good mulch. You can't get into the cannery until you've got some anti-sticky shoes. The only clear path is through the door behind you. Eat up all them Scooby snacks, you hear? Food doesn't grow on trees. Well, except for fruit. But never mind. Ghosts don't help me at all. Find me some zombies. They make good mulch. You can't get into the cannery until you've got some anti-sticky shoes. The only clear path is through the door behind you. Another 60 years and then I can retire. Maybe I'll take up gardening. It's like my pappy always told me. You plant crabgrass, you get crabs. Try jumping on those pesky critters. That should take care of them. Oh, nuts. It's like my pappy always told me. You plant crabgrass, you get crabs. You can't get into the cannery until you've got some anti-sticky shoes. The only clear path is through the door behind you. Another 60 years and then I can retire. Maybe I'll take up gardening. You can't get into the cannery until you've got some anti-sticky shoes. The only clear path is through the door behind you. So you might be wondering how I got over here so quick. Well, never mind. I'm strange and spooky. Now move along. Oh, nuts. You can't get into the cannery until you've got some anti-sticky shoes. The only clear path is through the door behind you. Beat it, mutt. You bother me. You call that jumping? In my day, we had to jump over monsters twice as tall as that. In the snow. Eat up all them Scooby snacks, you hear? Food doesn't grow on trees. Well, except for fruit, but never mind. I don't like you. You smell like a wet dog. Looks like the tide's coming in. Watch your step. Another 60 years and then I can retire. Maybe I'll take up gardening. It's like my pappy always told me. You plant crabgrass, you get crabs. Try jumping on those pesky critters. That should take care of them.
You smell like dry laundry. I couldn't tell if it was dry, so I just started it again.
Oh, nuts.
And I also ate a protein bar with a quickness.
What?
So.
What do you want from me? I'm a groundskeeper.
There we
Do I
go.
look like I got all the answers? Yeah, do you think I'd be a groundskeeper?
Okie dokie. You know, gardening always sounds like such a fun thing to do.
In my day, we had to jump over monsters twice
Sorry.
in the snow.
Alright, sorry. Jesus, Tom. God. Anyway, what was I gonna say?
Like my pappy always told me.
Yeah.
Plant crabgrass, you get crack.
Do you know? Okay. Well, thanks, Tom. But, what was I gonna say? Yeah, gardening always sounds like such a nice thing to do. And then when I actually start doing it, I'm like, I would like to go back inside, please. And have, like, something cold to drink. Because I like Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing, I do a lot of gardening, but it's also, like, convenient and fast. So, I feel bad for all the gardeners, though, right now. I'm sure their plants are like, please, help. You know, I've only been streaming for 2 hours.
Is anyone out there? I need some help in here.
I feel like I've been streaming for 4. And it's also 3:30. Like, how did this happen? So I'm gonna stop at like 5? That kind of sucks. Also, I'm not thinking about what I'm doing. Guys, I'm the guy who's gonna be GDQ. I'm the greatest runner. I always look at that weight scale now, since the GeoGuessr. Hi everybody, my name is Coley, and today I'm gonna be showing you Night of 100 Frights. All bosses, dude. It's gonna be crazy. Like, here's what you think, Shag. Oh, my run button got stuck. There we go. Look at that. We don't need Shaggy. That's right. You use Shaggy to do it, but we're not gonna do it at all. Yeah. Hi everybody! So I just showed you what you shouldn't do in a speedrun, which is die when you're not supposed to. This was a strategic iframe invincibility because then I can jump through things and not have death occur to me. This is exactly how it would go. I actually drank 4 beers when I was going. Oh, the charisma would go up, but the filter I put on myself would go down. So I'm gonna start bumping and dumping right now. And I jump at the end of the 4th beat. Everybody always jumps at the beginning of the other beat. And I'm just, I don't really like it that much. I like hearing the end of the wavelength. And then I do pause storage like that or something. Hi everybody, welcome to GDQ. Have you ever had a fantasy about a certain shaggy friend of ours? Have you ever thought of a video game and wanted to see it for real? Have you ever wanted to see such wonderful acts of human nature, but not play Bejeweled to look at it? I will introduce to you Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. He is a solitary creature, The wild Shaggy teleports behind the Scoob, placing his hands on his hips. He begins to stare deadly into the air, like an animal to their prey. And becomes one with the Scoob. They can make a religion out of this. Never tuned in live for a GDQ stream, but we'll try and make. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I hope you've been doing well, Seahorse. I feel like it's been a hot second, but maybe I'm wrong. It is kind of early, so like if it doesn't work out, then don't worry about it. You know, it'll be posted to YouTube eventually. We need to make a cult. Jesus. You can make a religion out of this for real. Lightning McQueen isn't real. He can't hurt you.
I don't like that very much, no. I don't like it very much, no.
Alright, Scooby, if you don't make this cycle, I'm gonna kill your family. Here we go. In Minecraft, I meant. Alright, you missed a snack. That's a paddle. Alright, there you go. Good job, you got the cycle. Your family will see another day in Minecraft. Oh god. I'm making myself choke, what the heck? Yeah, I think if you just do like both, then I feel like if you should just, I don't know. I don't know what you want to do. What is man's best friend? What is that category again? Like, what do you do? Oh, I thought it was Shaggy. Because Don Knotts is Don Knotts. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're fine. Listen, man, it's one of those days. It's one of those days when it'll be ringing around town. Dude, I kind of just want to let my mind go and just talk about anything. But, like, I feel like most of the stuff I would talk about is kind of dumb. Or, like, people would be like, where did you even get that from? You know, that kind of thing. You know, idea for a mod right now, actually. You could make a Wizard of Oz mod very easily. You can make a Scooby, the Wizard of Scooby mod. You have a Scarecrow. The Tin Man can be the robot. The Lion can be like the Wolf Man. You could have the Flying Monkeys be like a Gargoyle. It's all there already. The Wicked Witch could literally just be the Wicked Witch. The Good Witch, that's like not wicked, could be, I don't know. You could just make it Daphne or something. And then you could just be Scooby. You could just play Scooby the entire time. It's saving Shaggy in every situation he's in. I see. My run didn't go away. Oh. I wish there was a way out of that spot. What am I even doing? Just do the thing, bruh. Do this, and do this, and do that, or die. Thanks, Dapper. That's what your good luck does. No, I'm just joking. This is a really bad run. How's it going, bro? I didn't mean to yell at you like that. I'm sorry. It's just really hot in my room, dude. Like it's just bad. It's really bad. Oh, you do a diagonal jump? That's stuff I don't even know. That is stuff I don't even know anything about. What? Dude, come on. Dapper the Traitor? Brutus? I'm gonna kill a zombie in this game. There's zombies in this game. Oh my god, I did creepy early. Wow, I'm amazing at the game. No, I'm just kidding. I'll just reset. It's peak? Now I feel like I should have read that before I quit. That ain't even, yeah, this ain't even in LA, you know. Dapper sounding like God right now. God be like, you know what? I'll make you go through all this suffering because you'd get a great character arc out of it. I'm like, yeah, bro. He's like, yeah. I'm like, alright, well. I guess there's something really much I can do then, huh? And he's like, but I gave you free will. It's like, well, I mean, is it technically free will? Because, I mean, it's like, there's so many outside factors behind what shapes me as a person of nature versus nurture. Does that mean I really have that much free will? Like, maybe I have choices, but I don't have free will. And then he's like, well, that depends on your definition of free will, because, I mean, the definition of free will in sort of like a Christian theological sense is that you can choose between right and wrong. And it's like, well, is that really... Is everything so black and white? Like, is something a sin or not a sin? What if there's something that is kind of a sin, or something that isn't kind of a sin? And then he's like, well, listen, I could tell you that, but your mind would, like, absolutely explode into the cosmos. That's why, like, Andromeda exists. I tried to tell a guy where the master of the universe is and stuff, and he just exploded. And I was like, wow, that's really interesting. Have you ever watched He-Man? And he says, no. I haven't watched He-Man at all. And I was like, well, how... You should. You're omnipotent. You should be able to watch everything, and omniscient and all that other stuff. And he's like... Well, I mean, I didn't see it with, like, like, if I were Jesus, because that's my son and me at the same time, it's paradoxical, I know, but what if, you know, I, Jesus, but also me, were to sit in a movie theater and watch He-Man with human eyes, because I'm fully human and fully God? And then I was like, well, have you done that? And he was like, I don't know, I'll never tell. And I was like, well, then why are we even having this conversation at all? And then we just go on from there.
Free wheel. Screw it. Do what you want. Life temporary. The only person that really matters is yourself and well-being. If you want to take your pants off and run around naked, you do just that. Enjoy your life.
Damn. Margaret Thatcher is actually a hippie. Like, she'd be like, make love, not war. Real. I'm about to... Excuse me? John Lennon, is that you? What? What just happened? Did I just imagine something? Like, what is going on?
Inspirational speech by Sap.
Oh, is that Sap? Yeah, it is sappy. What's up, bro? That was really inspirational right there, you know? Free will. Ah, for real, dude. All the TTS just starts throwing down like philosophical, like getting political ass stuff. Sonic, I don't think God exists. But Shadow, that's impossible! For the very laws of nature, you could argue that there has to be a being like God. Then Eggman's like, well, actually, Sonic, it might actually be feasible. The better argument would be to state that it would be beneficial to believe in God if you were not to die. And it's like you're just taking Immanuel Kant. I'm making jokes that only I think are funny because I took a theology, philosophy of theology class in college. And I just needed a credit in whatever it was, social science or something. I don't know what it was. It was fun. The professor looked exactly like how you'd imagine it. He had a full-on beard. He was a hefty guy. Unfortunately, we only talked about the Abrahamic religions, but that's okay. I am God. I'm your savior. Supersonic God. Oh my God, it's Beerus! Then him and Sonic fight over like a chili dog or something. Let's try that again. Thank you. Who would win, Beerus the Destroyer or Sonic the Hedgehog? I'm pretty sure, I mean, I haven't finished Super, but I'm pretty sure Beerus would probably just obliterate Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, Beerus would probably win. Unfortunately, it's sort of Beerus' whole character is that he's just undefeatable. Man, what a cool concept for a character that they'll probably throw away in a heartbeat. Hi everybody, welcome to Dragon Ball Super, where we'll make 2 movies and then retell the story again with a terrible pacing and show. And guess what, Dragon Ball fans? We're gonna make Beerus again! Because that's what you want. You want the same thing for the 3rd time. Be a Dragon Ball fan, everybody. But I'm finally done with all the Frieza stuff. Well, I guess as far as I know. I don't know if he comes back or not, but I doubt it. We're getting to like big booty Dragon Balls now that are the size of planets. No, Unami, it used to be believable. That is not Dragon Ball Z logic. That is not. Dragon Ball Z, every antagonist was different. And honestly, the way that each story is told is different. Dragon Ball Z... Guys, don't get me started on talking about Dragon Ball Z. Nobody cares about my opinions on Dragon Ball Z. Stop. Oh, God, I want to talk about it, though. I want to talk about Dragon Ball Z. No! Stay in the box. No! Stay in the box. No! Stop! Oh, well, I mean, in terms of, like, remakes and stuff like that, I think that... I didn't hold down pause long enough? Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Drift is gone, I guess. I think Dragon Ball, they're just kind of scared. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Toriyama was like the GOAT, and now he's dead. So, like, they probably just don't even know what to do. If I were them, Dragon Ball should just stop and end. And that's it. But they're not going to do that. It makes too much money. It's too popular.
Morphing into mortal, warping through a portal. Or should I say avoid one in skull clip with those? Or perhaps one in the gate, get ready. Feel free, if you a legend, you feel like me, go hedge one and gone clip. Yes, one clip, I love to go clip. Big war records with go clip shit. You cannot catch me first to 12, soon first and 1-3. I get more records every day, coming in a couple of days. Black Knight and Green Horse can suck my...
Oh, they censored him. Boo. They cut him. They cut his mic. Boo. Boo.
Is anyone out there? I need some help in here.
Remake GT? Sure, maybe for the art style, but the stories in GT are like kind of like mid to poopy. Like, arguably the best saga in that's like Baby, but like, I don't know. I don't know about that one. Although Super Android 18's okay. I like Super Android 18. Or 17, or whatever the number is. 21? I don't know. But don't tell me anything about, please, no Super or spoilers, because I haven't watched it. I'm watching Super right now. Make sure to wear sunscreen. This is true. I'm gonna wear, I feel like all of GDQ, I'm gonna be rocking like tank tops and slathering on the sunscreen. I don't like the word slather. Super 17's fun. At least the person, listen, no, I'm not gonna talk about Dragon Ball. No, I'm not gonna do it. No! Stop! Don't do it! Don't talk about Dragon Ball for 30 minutes! I'm not gonna do it. I'm resisting. Nobody cares about my opinion on Dragon Ball. I won't do it. You can die on that hill. That's just like I feel like that's the more common take, I guess. But I feel like at that point, you only hate it just because... I feel like people only hate that particular arc because they just... At that point, they just don't like GT in general, and it's like, fair enough. Wow! GT better than Super? I can't say that because I haven't watched it all. Hold my hand. And then they speak Japanese. I don't know what they're saying, unfortunately. Oh, and then there's that one epic like credit song where it's like Omega Shenron better than 17. Bro, what the hell? Oh my god, no way, yeah. Omega Shenron is like, it's just boring, dude. It's boring and way too long. Like, here's the annoying part about pretty much anything Dragon Ball. No, stop. Don't say it. Stop. You're not going to talk about... Ugh. Don't say it. Don't say it. You'll go for 30 minutes if you do that, man. People want to talk to you. Ugh. God, I love GT. GT's music actually is really good. Sometimes it doesn't fit thematically with what's going on, but Like the weird, like, what is it called when there's like a commercial break? Where it's like dun 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 dun, and it's like everybody's like happily getting in a car. Like does not fit, but it's still a nice riff. Frieza is actually like, who cares? I am baffled that Frieza is even as liked as, like, at all. Like I mean, it's cool. Like, Frieza's fine, but like...
Morphing into mortal, warping through a portal, or should I say avoid one in Skull Clef or Thal, or perhaps one in the Gag Verity, to Hell 3. If you a legend, you be like me, but a hedge one in Goon Clip. Yep, Goon Clip. I love to Goon Clip. Get word records with Goon Clip. Just, you cannot catch me. First up 12, soon for...
Bro, come on. Stop cutting the mic. What are we doing, TTS? Come on. Oh, I actually landed on it. Listen, here's the thing, is that, like... I just don't... Namek arc is, like, the worst arc in Dragon Ball. It goes on for so long. Like, Frieza just basically... It's like, I can't take Frieza seriously. I literally can't take that guy seriously. Like... Because every time... Unless it was the Super movie, like... That's it. In the Super show, it still, like, kind of panders on a little bit. I don't know why they did some of the things in the Super show. It really has no consequence. But, like, Vegeta... I go back and forth on whether or not I think Vegeta's character arc to be a good guy is actually even good. But, like... Dude, Namek is so long and so, like... Holy crap, it did not need to be as long as it did. I don't know if they changed that in Kai. I didn't watch that in Kai, but like... Dude. Holy moly. What was I gonna say?
Morphing into mortal, warping through a portal. Or should I say avoid one in Skull Cliff?
Bro, they all share the same Ghost Rider.
One in the Gate Variety to Hill 3 if you a legend. You do like me, go to Hedge 1 and Goon Clip. Yep, Goon Clip. I love to Goon Clip. Get world records with Goon Klee.
Klee? They keep cutting the mic! Come on! No, Cell is the best villain in all of Dragon Ball, period. Second best villain in all of Dragon Ball is probably... King Piccolo. The third best villain could have been Boo, but I don't like how Boo ended. Yeah, King Piccolo is great. King Piccolo set up Dragon Ball Z so well. Like, that kind of story structure. Like, they really nailed it with King Piccolo. Like, not Piccolo Jr., King Piccolo. Like, evil containment spell ass shit. That they surprisingly don't ever use again. But anyway. Cell? No. Bait used to be believable, bro. Cell was like the perfect villain for Gohan's story arc in like every facet. Oh. The Cell saga is just the best part of Dragon Balls, period. I don't think I ever played this game on a CRT, because, like, growing up, I didn't even, like, have one. Well, that's not true. I did, but, like, by the time I got my hands on this game when I was younger, we got, like, a HDMI TV. He did not go downhill at all. What are we talking about?
The Warriors take a Grand Tour, and all the Wars take a Grand Tour. Time is running out. Let's step into the Grand Tour.
Dang, dude. Eminem loves GT. How did Cell go downhill after he was in base form. This is just a wild take, bro. Bro's just bait. Actually just bait. Bummer. I've speedran, the only other Scooby game I've speedran seriously is Scooby-Doo Unmasked. Actually, earlier this year I did all levels and lowered my time. I don't even know if has that run even been accepted? Surely it has. I should look. Whoops. Oops. Oh well. But yeah, I've ran Scooby-Doo Unmasked, and then there's other Scooby games that I've ran just for like fun, but I haven't taken seriously. And that's Who's Watching Who on the DS, and then the Scooby-Doo plug and play game that's called like Mystery of the Castle or something. Not to be confused with the Castle of Mystery or like the Genesis Super Nintendo game. There's so many Scooby games that have something related to mystery and castles in the title for some reason. Oh my god, dude. Spooky Swamp speedruns have kind of had a resurgence lately. Or at least last month they did. I think they're fine. I think if I were ever to speedrun either of those two games, I would personally go to first Frights. At first, at least. That's kind of a poor way to word it given the title, but... First Frights just has a lot more going on with it, with like out of bounds and tricks and stuff like that. So that's always kind of been the one that speedrunners lean to, but I think both are good speedruns. It just depends on what you want from a speedrun.
A mess.
I follow runners of the game though. What just happened? Unmasked, like what even was that? Oh, it like cut off the thing immediately. Dang, that sucks. Whoa, you can jump on that? I just jumped on that. What the heck? That's probably not even faster. They must have, yeah. That sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I'll drink this on a Twitter boat. Yeah, I like first fronts. Honestly, most of like the more recent Scooby games actually all have like pretty fine speedruns. Even Mystery Mayhem is getting like some kind of speedrun tech here and there. I don't know if James... I don't know if I've ever actually talked about it with James extensively. I don't even know what all there is. There's like actually some skips in that game now though. Hello, Captain. Hello, Cutler. Here I am at... Camp Granada. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Alright, let me drink some nice, delicious, cold LaCroix. Are you asking me if I think this game goes on for too long casually, or if 100%ing the game is, like, too much? Oh. Especially not anymore, no. There's so much optimization with Hundo since I've started, it's crazy. I don't think this speedrun's that long. I think it might just be, it takes a while to learn because you literally have to pick up every single Scooby snack, but, there's only a few Scooby snacks that are really tricky. You just have to have a good eye for them, and then, I don't know, if you miss a snack, then, you'll never miss that snack again because you're gonna find it, you know? I wouldn't be surprised if Hundo becomes like the new popular category in the future of this game. Just because the other categories, it's like, all the other categories are becoming so short now that like, Hundo's actually like a longer category where there's tricks and you play like through the entire game, you know? Coinless World 2 skip now? Yeah, I didn't even, when I was doing all levels TV, I didn't even go for that because it was like, the box clip that you do to get out of bounds for me, me and Sin were both like, man, this is the hardest part. I've speedran every category of this game, yeah. Aside from the hedge gate clip subcategories, because those are new, but yeah. I don't really grind Hundo, though. I don't take that category too seriously, personally. I like that category to just kind of stay fun. Because getting, like, a really good time in Hundo, it requires a lot of, like, building consistency, but then there's things that are totally out of your control because that's just how RNG works, so. This category, it's like you're fighting against RNG, but at least you get there faster. Like in Hundo, you could get a pace. You get to a point in Hundo at a top level where you're just waiting for coffins to work out, and then you really hope that Black Knight doesn't screw you later. So. Yeah. AMT is, I think AMT is the most interesting category. I don't know how popular that category will become, though. Oh man, you're gonna learn the ninja launch, dude? Good luck.
Good job, Scooby.
I don't even think I do ninja launch in my PB, so. I'm not even sure what the fastest thing to do, because I think I used to get the ninja costume and then I could, like, get to that button really quickly. Dang, dude. SGDQ is speed games done quick, or summer games done quick. Wow, can you tell I'm doing weird stuff right now? There we go. Yeah, it stands for Summer Games Done Quick. It's like a really big speedrun event, and it's happening in Minneapolis, and it's next week. So I'm gonna be flying out on the 4th, and this is the first time this game will be at an in-person event, but the second time it will be in the event in general. It was in the online event during COVID in 2021, but this is the first time it's going to be shown like in the actual event in person and all that jazz, so thank you, I appreciate it. I'm really nervous right now though, just because like there's IRL things going on too, but like I'll be happy once I get to the hotel, basically. Very cool. Maybe I do just commit fully to missing the chest. Speed games done quick. I mean, I guess that's technically true. Bummer. Yeah, Redbeard really be like that. Oh, Jesus, TV. Honestly, I would consider Banjo 2 to be like more of a top tier, so kind of surprised it's not really in like GDQ. Honestly, kind of blows my mind that this is the first time Wii Sports is in GDQ. Like, how is this the first time? Like, what are we doing? Oh, is it a long one? Oh, okay. I don't know anything. I've never played Banjo-Kazooie, so... That's right. That's your attention span. What were we talking about again? No, I'm just joking. Ah, come on. They prefer Wii Play, yeah. I gotta say, Wii Fit would actually be a really fun speedrun to showcase, I feel like. Although I've only really speedrun that game once, just sort of for fun. I didn't really take it like super seriously or figure out strats. Oh. I mean, how much is any percent? Because is that hundo 4 hours? Honestly, I used to not like that tank game back in the day. It always annoyed me. It's not gonna work. Yeah, so what's the any percent though? Oy oy oy. Oh, okay. Has that been in GDQ before or no? Yeah, I'm sure as an adult I could probably beat it now, but as a kid, dude, man, that was tough. Oh, there's a no levels early, okay. I see. Wow, that's actually really good. That was like almost perfect. Tanks. Yeah, because you could like, you can hurt yourself in that game, and it's like, man. I really hate the ones that just shot those super fast, like, rocket bullets. I could not have the reaction time when I was a kid. Honestly, I don't really care what any boss fight RNG is, as long as I could, if I could get, I would just be happy with a 3-rope Redbeard. Like, I would pop off if I got that. If I get a 2-rope, though, I won't complain. If I get a 4-rope, I'll cry. If I get a 1-rope, I'll just be disappointed. Am I collecting extra snacks somewhere and I don't even realize it? W skill expression. I know, I'm so good. Seems like my average time for this category is a 28, though. Like a 28 or a 29. Yeah. Hola, ¿cómo estás, Hex Sleepy? Me llamo Coli, no hablo español. Mi gusta cerveza. That's all I need to know, you know. Oh, and ¿dónde está el baño? That's another sentence you need to know. I mean, hey, if it makes you feel better, Banjo-Tooie has been in GDQ way more times than this game. How's the run? It's okay. I mean, I'm comparing against, like, the previous no reset run that I've done. I'm just kind of seeing what my average is. But this is gonna be my... Yeah. Wait, why did I count it? ¿Dónde está el baño? I feel like if I just locked in, I could actually be bilingual and, like, speak English and Spanish. Like, I feel like I actually know more Spanish than I give myself credit for. It's just a matter of actually, like, putting it to practice. Should I do something? I guess I could take my clothes out of the dryer. But it's like, what am I gonna do with it anyway? I'm just gonna keep it in the basket. Take your clothes. No, I'm just joking. I'm not gonna do that. You've been trying to learn Korean. That seems like a difficult language to learn. Like, I feel like a lot of languages in Asia just seem difficult to learn if you know, like, a romantic language or an analogous language to that. Like Japanese and Mandarin. Ooh. I think I just know the Spaniard one, yeah. Although, I have a friend from the Dominican, and, I would love to learn Japanese. I have, family friends that are Japanese. And I would love to learn it, but I don't have time. Unfortunately, I want to do too many things at the same time. Yeah. Learning languages are cool, dude. I wish I could be that, like, Xiaoman guy. The guy who's like, I learned in 3 days this tribal language that's practically dead, or something. Oh, is it really an easy alphabet? That's actually kind of surprising. That's pretty cool, though. If I could learn, I would learn, like, every language I can, man. It just seems so special and neat to talk to somebody in, like, their native tongue, you know? And they don't have to translate for you. It would have been so cool if when I worked at, like, the movie theater, like, there would always be, like, this Hispanic or, well, not any particular one, but, like, Hispanic families would come in, and their kids would kind of just be the translator, whoever the oldest kid is. And it'd be so awesome if I could just be like, oh, hablo español, and then they'd be like, oh, great, and then you could just talk to them, and then you could literally converse directly with the person who's actually paying for the thing that they're doing. You know what I mean? Like... Becoming professionally fluent in Spanish is the same difficulty as a basic conversation in Japanese, yeah. Yeah, there's actually, they're pretty similar. Like, especially if you get to more modern words, it's like, what is CD in Spanish? And it's like, it's a CD. It's just a CD, man. CD's nuts. That's how my conversation would go. It'd be like, donde, or wait, what is it? ¿Cómo estás, CD, in inglés? And then it'd be like, CDs, and then they would repeat it, and then they'd be like, CDs nuts? And then I'd go, ja. And they'd be like, you're fucking stupid. And then I'd be like, oh, you know English? And they're like, no, just that insult in this sentence explaining it. And then I'd be like, what? And they'd be like, okay? I'm sure that means something great in Japanese, I just don't know what it is.
A mask is someone talking about a masked up masterman already, and mask is asked to go to monstrous ride and maggot for a whole task. Solve the mystery of the mother mashing, his shaggy launch and skip word 3 of mask just can't be beat. This to be game unknown. If you were legend, you already run.
It was like doing something weird in the middle of that. That was really funny. What's the hardest level in this game, period, to every speedrun category? Honestly, there really isn't a level like that. I guess you could argue the beginning game, you always seem to be losing time in, like through shock and stuff, but every category is different. Every category has different things that you have to do in each level, which makes it more difficult. Like, one could... Oh, what's up, Fang? How's it going? 75 streams! Holy crap! Sea glass hunting sounds really cool. How did that go? Oh, interesting dash. I love that trick. It's great. I mean, I could say that the hardest... My least favorite level in the game is Aghast 1. Because I don't like that you get the plungers, which prevents you, that allows you to walk on slippery slopes, but then they just make you walk on slippery slopes anyway. And then you also can't go backwards through that level, which is annoying in a category specifically like AMT. You could probably, it probably might be beneficial in Hundo as well, but I don't know. I don't know if it really matters. I doubt going through Rec 2 would be any faster backwards, but it might even be harder. Oh, is Mortal streaming right now too? Who is Mortal? I mean, you can, yeah. I still need to try. I should mess around with, I guess, one Void Warp again. Because didn't you find something with it, Hively? Or somebody did? Oh, I see. Joked about doing it for the interesting. Isn't it like you super smash or something? Batar in the shipwreck levels. Yeah, I feel like the problem is that like the galoshes would be a way more interesting item if you got it way later in the game. Because like, what's the point in putting tar anywhere else in the world after that if you could just walk on it? Like, you might as well just keep it the same surface as it already was. Like, in all honesty, it would make just as much sense to have Redbeard give you the galoshes instead of the gum. It's insanely precise and blind. Is there another trick that is comparable to its precision? Like, is it as precise as Mind One in Bounds? Not as precise? Okay, well that's a good thing. You'd stab Mastermind with a sword? What the heck, Scooby? Murder? What would the ghost give you? Dude, my R button. My R button is like, it's messed up, dude. It's so weird. That's kind of concerning, though. Do I have to open up my controller? What is diagonal jump? Hively, teach me. What is diagonal jump? That did not work. I am kind of like, what is going on with my R trigger? Look at that, it's like super...
It's like my happy old soul. You plant crab critters. That should take care of them. You call that jumping? In my day, we had to jump over monsters twice as tall as that. In the snow. Beat it, mutt. You bother me.
One sec.
It's like my pappy always told me. You plant crabgrass, you get crab. Beat it, mutt. You bother me. I don't like you. You smell like a wet dog. Beat it, mutt. You bother me.
That's concerning. I really don't want to open up this controller. Look at the delay of the, like, look at that. That's actually insane. That's not good. Do I open this up, bro? I don't want to open this up. I've never opened up this controller. I feel like I should. Maybe I won't. It doesn't seem like it's that crazy, but... No, because it's been doing it the whole time. Oh, wait, or do you mean like the X... what is that again? You mean like when I press all the buttons? Oh, yeah, what is that again?
So you might be wondering how I got over here so quick. Well, never mind. I'm strange and spooky. Now move along.
Well, that's made it worse. Well, actually, no. It's definitely a hardware thing, it looks like. I feel like it's just started happening, though, so maybe it's like a humidity thing. Like, I mean, this controller is probably disgustingly dirty anyway, but, like... I wonder if, it's because of that. Like, it is fighting.
Then I can retire. Maybe I'll take up gardening.
Yeah, it's a GameCube controller. Yeah, it might just be like there's a bunch of gook in it. But, so I don't know. Should I open it up and just see? I'm afraid that I'll put it back wrong, though. I've never opened this controller before. Okay, well that's good. Thanks, Sappy. That's good to know. Should I open it up? I don't know.
So you might be wondering how I got over here so quick. Well, never mind. I'm strange and spooky. Now move along.
I don't like opening up GameCube controllers. Aren't GameCube controllers like kind of the nicer controllers to use anyway? Like to open it up?
Do I look like I got all the answers?
I mean, I've had this controller for 6 years, so...
Another 60 years and then I can retire. Maybe I'll take
I think I'll just take the gamble and not do it right now. I'll just do it later. So... But yeah, that's good to know, Sappy. Thank you. I guess I figured they'd have something like that, but...
Well, except for fruit, but never mind.
Are you talking about the Duke, or are you talking about the Slim? I mean, this is just the first time this problem has occurred with the R trigger, so... It must be from, like, Gook. Some gamer Gook in it. Yeah. I'm a freak, dude. You're gonna hold this controller at GDQ, Nisani, you're gonna be like, this is the most disgusting controller I've ever held in my entire life. You know what I mean? Which Xbox controller are you talking about, though? Like, which OG Xbox controller? Are you talking about the Slim, or are you talking about the Duke? No. I like this controller a lot. It's like super broken in. Yeah. Okay, the Duke I haven't held, but like the Slim. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. The Slim is disgusting. The Slim is the least sturdy controller of all time. Oh, you're on your 7th? Yeah, that's crazy. I've had one this entire time. But yeah, I don't know.
Can't get into the cannery until you've got some anti-sticky shoes. The only clear path is through the door behind you.
Probably, yeah. Hey man, listen, if you don't want them, I'll take them. I wish this was on the practice one.
So you might be wondering how I got over here so quickly. Well, never mind. I'm strange.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Do I want triggers? Like, like just the trigger? I guess so. I mean, I don't know. The only GameCube controller I've ever opened up are like these shitty third-party ones I have. So I guess, sure. I mean, I don't know anything about. I don't mod controllers or really like customize them or anything like that. So. Oh, interesting. I didn't even know those existed. Can you not switch it to like... Can you switch it to other GameCube controllers? Or like once it's in that controller, is it just over? I assume it's the latter. Like you can switch it between controllers and stuff. Okay, that's cool. Okay, yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Why am I doing this? Man, I really don't feel like doing another All Bosses run, but this is gonna be like the last stream before GDQ, so. What is this? Got buttons. Hey man, I'm not picky. I don't really look at the controller much, so. Oh wait, what were you talking about, Hively? Were you talking about like the door or whatever? I see. I think that's what I ended up doing, right? Treat my controller like a lightsaber. Hunt and peck. I've never heard of that, I think. And this is where I stop. Shoutouts to magnets. That's true. I do love me some magnets. I mean, sure, I guess, yeah, if you want to bring the buttons too. I don't know. Thanks. Oh, okay, sounds good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, what time is it? Oh, it actually is almost 5, though. Alright, I think I'll just do one more all bosses run, and then I'll end stream and go get dinner. Let's do that. Gonna waveform edit. Vibe editing. W not editing. At Grok, edit this podcast? Thank you. Wait, I can soft reset to the title screen with a controller? Does that actually work?
Hello? Is anyone out there?
Nope, what a waste of time.
I need some help in here.
Nope, I just wasted time. I looked over at my screen here and I saw that I still searched like what's the reset controller button combo, and it was like you can actually, it's possible depending on the game, you could like soft reset the title screen with the controller, and I was like, is that true? That's not true for Scooby. I just got distracted. What's up, Fart Smelly 69? What a username. What a profile picture. What an account. What an actual Google account. AI wouldn't lie to me. What are we talking about?
Is anyone out there? I need some help in here.
Listen, here's how you should play Resident Evil. You should play 4, 2, 3, 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's what you should play. Actually, you should do 2, 1, 4, 3, 6, 8, 5, 7, 9. That's what you should do. All Resident Evil fans will agree with me that that's the order in which you should play the game. It makes the most sense canonically. So. Everybody's debating the order. Honestly, my actual answer is just play in the order of release and then nothing will go wrong. Like you should just, if you play in the order of release, then you'll literally experience it the way that like the devs kind of just intend you to experience it anyway, right? How do I keep doing that? What am I babbling about? You play Assassin's Creed in order? Damn. Damn. Nastani is like, you do not talk about Assassin's Creed like that. I feel like release is just better because, like, I mean, that's just how the games actually came out, so... Like, I don't know. That's just me, though. Like, I joke about, like, oh, you should watch Star Wars. You should watch, like, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6 or something. But, I mean, it's like... Nah, bro, just watch it. Just watch it in the order in which they came out. Like, watch New Hope first. Well, yeah, see, like, the timeline thing came later, so... But Zelda games you literally can just play in any order you want, unless it's, like, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. But even then, I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom, but you could probably get away with not even playing Breath of the Wild at all, and it doesn't even matter. Although you might, like in Twilight Princess, there's some references to Ocarina of Time that you would appreciate if you played that game first, but again, it's like... Those tiny references are like nothing in terms of like the story or like the actual gameplay or whatever. So it's really not that big a deal. So when in doubt, release order. Now you feel like you're doing it wrong playing Odyssey first? Nah. I mean, here's the thing, though, is, like... I feel like for most games, you kind of have to make them individual and not connected, because... Like, for some people, there's probably some kids where that's their first Assassin's Creed game is Odyssey, because that's, like, the only console that they have, right? So... I'm sure it's not that crazy if you play the wrong one first, quote-unquote. It's like people watching, it's like Dragon Ball fans, it's like, I just never saw the show at all, so I was able to start from the very, very beginning, but, like, you probably just started watching whatever arc was on TV, or whatever rerun was on, so... Well, the thing with Zelda is that you just ignore the timeline because it's really dumb and silly, and like there clearly was there was no predisposition to have everything be interwoven and connected, so... Yeah, Nastani is a new Assassin's Creed hater. Fears the Frieza arc? Yeah, so, like, that's probably why you have such a terrible opinion. No, I'm just joking. Nah. But yeah, and I'm sure that you could still understand everything that was going on to most of the extent, like, without watching everything else before. That sucks. But I keep over-collecting, so whatever, I guess. Tree of Might. Wow, that's funny. What an interesting thing to start with. Wow, dude, what? Come on, man. So many paragraphs I cannot read chat. My apologies. Alright, have a good one, Bush. Hope you have a good one. You know, I remember I had the take of Bethesda doesn't do anything anymore. And then I looked up what they've been doing the past few years, and I've been like, oh, actually, no, they've been doing stuff. It's just, they just don't want to touch Elder Scrolls and Fallout. Like, those are the two games they do not want to touch for whatever reason. Like, they made the indie game, they've done some other games, like, that are pretty well known. I just can't think of them off the top of my head. But they just are like, nah, bro. No Elder Scrolls 6, no new Fallout game. Let's just keep doing stuff with Skyrim and 76. And it's like, alright, well, that's cool. They have Elder Scrolls Online. It'll be fine. Todd Howard's a bitch! Honestly, I wonder if they're in the same situation, at least with, like, Skyrim, maybe, as, like, Rockstar. Like, I feel like GTA 6 has such high expectations to it that people are either going to love it no matter what, or hate it no matter what. I feel like the same thing could be said with Elder Scrolls 6. Like, that game has been announced, and they still haven't done anything with it. Like, that's kind of the opposite of GTA 6. Like... Oh, wait. No, this is Silly Skip. Okay. I don't really know much about Cyberpunk. What's up, Scooby-Doo? How's it going? I'm excited, but I'm more scared right now just because Once I get to my hotel and I'm checked in and everything, I think I'll be okay. And then I'll be just, like, fully excited. But right now, I just sort of have the stress of, like, making sure I pack everything that I need to, being able to take things home with me, and then also just, like, getting my flight and my hotel and everything situated, so. But otherwise, yeah. This is gonna be, the next stream I do, or when I return, I'm gonna be a different person. I don't know if it'll be dramatically, I just feel like something's gonna be different about me. I don't know what. I'm gonna have some kind of reaction to the entire next week, but I don't know what that reaction will be. It's just gonna be like a very emotional, crazy roller coaster in 1 week, so. Yeah, I hope I'll have a good time. I'm just giving myself, I guess, a high bar. Or I've got high expectations for myself, not everything else around me, though, if that makes sense. But I'm the kind of guy who can be pretty hard on himself, so. Wow, that was close. If I don't win, I mean, what do you see? The thing is, to me, winning GDQ, quote unquote, it's like everything that happens after my run. Like, that's the thing. A win for me is if it was like a good presentation of the game and it gets more people interested in it, you know, or helps the community grow or come together in any way. I mean, what I actually will think of my performance and the effects of my performance are two different things, so. I don't know how I keep losing time. I guess it's pretty easy to lose it. Yeah, I feel like this is a game, especially a heavy iron game, that gets, although not as overshadowed as others, but like, you know, this game, I don't know. It'd be nice to show this game has like a cool reputation as a speed game, you know? Wow.
Good job, Scooby.
Darn. That fish bounce was pretty bad. I'm sure they did. I'm sure they had fun designing some of these levels. I'm sure other levels were like very rushed though. Hello. Sheesh. The worst Dragon Ball character?
See if you can get me.
It's probably somebody in like GT. That's cool. Man, I have 5 health too. Oh well. All that work for what? Damn, dude. He's almost in the entire series. Oh, there's a definitive answer. Oh, I see. Oh. Honestly, I can't think of a Dragon Ball character that I just straight up despise. Like, I think the most disappointed is probably Boo or Gohan. But that's pretty much it. There's no character where I'm like, God, I wish this guy didn't exist. Whoops. Hey, I'm still green. I'm comparing against my like previous no reset run though. Actually, no, my least favorite character is in GT, and it's those boombox guys. Those guys that always had the boom boxes and they did like their little dance and stuff. They were annoying, and they could like, they like hypnotized them to also dance. It was so stupid. I did not like them at all. Not a fan. I thought isn't that what, wouldn't that be like Bibbidi? Is that what they're called? I don't remember what they were called. But isn't that what Bibbidi says? Like, "Papada pada!" And then he would do his magic. Oh. I'll take your word for it then. But yeah, they're annoying. Those are the only Dragon Ball characters I did not like. Do I hear fireworks going off? Dude, if there's still the light, it's gotta be like a trailer or something. Yamcha's one of my favorites, dude. They totally assassinated his character, though. Yamcha was so dope in OG Dragon Ball. I don't get why people even really hate Yamcha. They just did that unfortunate thing with every Dragon Ball character where they make them irrelevant and never give them any kind of further thing to do for some reason. Like, everybody's like, oh my god, like, the stakes in Dragon Ball are so high you can't make a story about... Shut up. No, it's called... Stop making things about Goku. That was the thing that's really disappointing about Buu Saga, man. It's like, why did we have to go back to Goku? Like, what was even the point of Gohan doing anything in that whole saga? Like, the whole point of Dragon Ball Z has been, like, Goku needs to back off and let other people take over. Like, Goku's arc like, his magnum opus, to some extent, should either just be, like, reaching Super Saiyan or even just beating Piccolo in the World Tournament. Because, like, that was his goal in OG Dragon Ball the entire time. But they did not do that. And so it's not that the stakes are any different, because you could have a plot with way lower stakes and it still is a great story. You can only see, like, JoJo was doing it at the same time. Like, how crazy is Part 3 or Part 5 villains? Like, the powers of those stands are insane. But then it's like Part 4, it's like... That story is not as, like, cataclysmically bad as those other characters are. And you could... And it's still good. Dang. Yeah, I heard there's a tournament arc in Super, but that probably won't be for a while. But no spoilers, please. Yeah, I think it's funny that Lunch is like Toriyama just completely forgot about him. There's only a few things I know about Super. Is that there's like there's a girl Saiyan, Broly's in it, and I guess I've seen the movie with Orange Piccolo, like, but I watched that with my roommate before I even watched the original Dragon Ball, so there's probably things about that movie I don't even like. I didn't even understand. Oh, and I've also seen... I also saw this episode before I watched any Dragon Ball, the baseball episode. I probably think that episode is way funnier now with more context on the show.
Help, Scooby! This shark has a bigger appetite than mine! Those buttons over there should take care of this guy. Try swinging for my legs, pal. Roll on, Raggy!
Super Broly? I think my favorite Dragon Ball movie is, like, Fusion Reborn.
Ready!
That is, like, everything I want in a Dragon Ball movie. Okay, that does work. Interesting. Oh, I was actually fine. I don't even know if it's really fair to compare those two, though. Like, they're not exactly the same premise. They're a little different. Okay. Well, there we go. That'll be the end of this stream. Yeah, so this is gonna be my last stream before GQ. You guys can watch it. It's gonna be on the 11th. It'll be around 7:30 Central Time. Or, sorry, 7:30 Central Time. Hopefully I do well. You guys might see. Apparently, some people are gonna like stream during the event or whatever. Maybe I'll be on their stream and you'll just see me, like other Scooby runners and stuff. But otherwise, I hope I do well. Thanks everybody for the support over the past few months and year. Really, it would not be possible without all of you. So. Thank you. Hope I do it justice. I hope I do well. And I hope that when I come back, we're going to be doing a whole bunch of new and fun stuff and all sorts of... I'm hoping that at least some... I would love if at least one person joined the community because of it. So that'd be cool. But I'm probably going to... I'll probably have a lot to say in the stream when I come back. I also plan on having more of like a stream schedule sort of thing, so, but we'll see if I'll plan that and how that goes. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. So, yeah. Parasocial! But anyway, let's see here. Sin is doing a stream right now. Oh, he's been streaming for a long time. Wow. Maybe go say hi to this guy. Maybe go say hi to Sin Dark Fates, bro. Has been streaming for a long time. Sin is an unmasked runner, but he's going to be doing, he's going to be doing Ed, Ed, and Eddie. It's actually the run right after mine, so... So go say hi to Sin Dark Fates. Everybody. But otherwise, yeah. I'll see you all in 2 weeks. So thank you, everybody. Bye-bye. Oh, sorry. Shy. But here we go. Thank you, Swift. And yeah, YouTube, I will see you later. So, peace out.
Bye.